Hi everyone, welcome to Economics and Personal Finance. I'm Miss Etheridge. I am your teacher this summer and I'm excited about the course. I hope you are too. So I have already logged in to our class page, the page with the pig on it, and I just wanted to show you a few things to help you get started with the course. I know you have that awesome orientation program that you're working your way through, so most of this will be repetitive, but in the beginning it doesn't hurt to hear things more than once. So let's get started. If we start up here at the very top of the page, and we click on the envelope. This is one of the many ways that you can get in contact with me when you need help. If you click on the pager, this is going to take you to a paging system where you'll be able to email me, or I'm sorry, you'll be able to send me a quick little message, and this shows students from my last year's class, so I'm sorry. It will, you can send me a message and I will be able to respond to you quickly, and the best time to use this is when you know that I'm online, and we'll get to that. And then the other one is through email. Now, starting tomorrow, the only way that I'm going to be able to respond to you is if you use your D2L email address, which is the one that's going to have your first name dot last name at pwcsvhs.desire, the number 2 learn.com. So the way that you'll email me is click on the little email icon here and type your message. Okay, so then as you're navigating through the course, if you ever need to get back to this page, then if you click on Course Home, that will take you directly to this page. So let's look at some things on our home page. It has my name, and it should have a picture of me here, and I don't know why that's not showing right now, but I will get that updated. There is a picture here. I'm going to ask that all of you have a picture showing so that I can see what you look like. I would prefer that it's not the fun little Snapchat filtered one. If you can come up with a picture that doesn't have a little filter on it, that'd be great. Okay, so here, if you look at the office hours, as of right now, this has not been updated. On Friday, I found out that I now have governor school students, and I'm going to need to change my office hours. Welcome to my governor school students. We are excited to have you in the class. The new online office hours are going to be 7 to 10, Monday through Thursday, 7 to 10 a.m. I know that some of you work, and in the past I've had several students that went to work early in the morning, and they appreciated the fact that they could go in, take a peek at their course, see if I had emailed them back a response from something that they were working on in the evening, and were able to move on with their day. And then some of you are just early morning people anyway. So I'm trying to cover my early morning people, and I'm trying to cover my my people that like to work at night. So I'm going to be online every morning at 7 o'clock, and I will be online until 10. And that's Monday through Thursday. And then Monday through Thursday at night, I will be online from 8 to 10 p.m. And then on Sunday, I will be online from 8 to 10 p.m. I'm also going to be online on Friday mornings from 7 to 10, so I'm going to add to that as well. I'll talk about this a little bit more when we are at orientation. Another way for you to email me is to just click on my email right here, and that'll take you right into, it'll open up in the email so that you can send me a message. I also have my phone number here. It says for emergencies only. I can't really think of a time when you might actually need to call me. So you can get in touch with me through email. You can get in touch with me through the pager. So you really shouldn't ever have to call me. And then live lessons. This time may change, and I will talk to you about that tomorrow during orientation. I I think that we're going to be okay to have that at 9 o'clock. I might end up switching it to 9:30 to tell you the truth. But as of right now, we're going to leave it at 9 o'clock. Okay, so then over here on the right side, if you look at the course calendar, today is the 17th. You'll never have anything due on a Sunday because I know that you have family commitments on Sundays, and I'm not going to take away from that. Then if you look though, tomorrow you have assignments due. The orientation module is due. I know that some of you are probably wondering where the video assignment is, and that will be installed today so that you can do your video assignment. And we will talk about that more on Monday. Then on the 18th, that's Monday is the 18th, excuse me. Then on the 19th, you'll look and if you look at this, you'll see that Module 1 lessons are already due on the 19th. Things happen really, really fast during the summer, so you have to be sure that you keep up. Again, if you go back over here to the news item, and the reason why I say again is that this needs to be updated as well. We had the change in the course on Friday, and I apologize that this has not been updated, but I will have that updated within the next hour or so here. And if you look at this in the news section, this is where I'm going to post information that you're going to need to be aware of. Sometimes it'll just be something like, hey, the end of the grading period is tomorrow. Be sure you have all your assignments in, or the first quiz is on this day, or be sure that you're getting your assessment done, or it might be some help with an assessment, something that might help you as you're working through an assignment. This information is always going to be really important for you to read through. Other things that might show up here in the news section, I will always remind you that of things like you're going to take a workplace readiness exam. I will remind you of that. I will have information about locations and when things are due and where we will be meeting. We will always be meeting at Potomac High School. You will get emails and things saying that you're going to meet at Battlefield, but you're not. We'll always meet at Potomac High School. Okay, so let's go up here and let's look. If you click on the communication, this gives you, and again, some of this is going to look a little different to you just because I'm looking at this as a teacher as I'm going through this and not as a student. The class list is here, your email, another link to the pager is all here in communication. So while we're here with email, this would be a good place for me to tell you that every single time you submit an assignment, you will receive an email saying that the assignment has been submitted. That way, you will know that I have received the assignment. If you do not receive that email saying the assignment was submitted, then I didn't receive it. This is also a good place for me to tell you that if you send me a message, or if your parents for some reason send me a message saying that you submitted an assignment but I didn't grade it, I can go in and I can look at your email and I can see whether or not you actually submitted the assignment. Because you will have received an email and I will be able to go in and see that email. So please do not neglect looking for those emails to make sure that your assignments have been, that I've received your assignment. Okay, so content. If you go into the resources section, you're going to spend most of your time in the resources section because this is where you're going to have your lessons. Again, this is going to look completely different for you than it does for me because I am looking at this from a teacher point of view instead of looking at it as a student. So this is Module 0, this is the orientation, and then as you go through, you'll see that we have all of these different modules that you are going to complete. Let's go back to resources. In the resources section, we also have the discussion questions. For every module, you will have a discussion question that you will need to complete for that module. So let's look at the first one. For module 0, the first module that you are going to complete, which is the orientation module, which again, yours is going to look different than mine. But let's take a look at this first one together. It says include a brief a brief biography, which would include like your grade and your base school and some other information about yourself, and then why you're taking economics and personal finance this summer. You're going to post. So you're going to have your first post. So let's say tomorrow, or maybe even tonight as you're working through your orientation, you decide that you're going to go ahead and do your first post. So you post your first thread, and then you also have to respond to 2 of your classmates. So I would work on my assignment for a little while, work on my module 0, get everything else finished, and then go back in and post to 2 of your classmates, because you have to respond to 2 classmates. A response is not, oh, I agree. A response needs to be something that is thought out. So it can't just be oh, I agree with what you said, and then think that that's going to be okay. We'll talk about that a little bit more tomorrow as well, but it needs to be something that's well thought out and a little bit more. This is also where you're going to find your video assignments and other helpful information to get you through the course. Then, in the assessment section, this is where you're going to find your drop boxes. So this is where you're going to drop box your assignments to me. This is where you're going to find quizzes and grades. It's also where the rubrics are going to be housed. So that's basically the class, except for virtual classroom. Now, remember in this section where I said, let me go back to the course homepage, sorry. When I said that that I would be completing a live lesson every day, about 20 minutes. That 20-minute section, you'll be able to see them stored in Virtual High School. So let me pull this up. I don't know why my computer's running so slow today. So we have active meetings and we have recorded meetings. I'll be recording meetings and you'll be able to go in and watch those recorded meetings. So just because I'm having a live lesson doesn't mean that you have to be in the live lesson. You can go back and watch it at your convenience. Okay, so that's about it. I just wanted to give you a brief overview and really just to introduce myself. I'm going to see you on Monday, and I'm looking forward to it. Thank you. Bye.